Hello, my friends. Welcome to my Friday Live here on YouTube, the last live of 2022. Happy New Year, friends. Today's card is this one, and I absolutely love this one. It's so pretty, and I just love the way it folds. It is the same size as a standard card, fits in a regular envelope. It's just this really cool, super easy fold. I actually, all week long, have been talking about throwback cards that I've already made. I've just been recreating them. So this card that we're making is based off of this card right here that I made back in like February. I think it was February for the Team Stamp It Spring Blog Hop. So that is what we are making today. Before we get into our card, I do have a winner from last week's giveaway. Last week's giveaway was the Textured Chic Designer Series paper, this beautiful paper here. The winner of that is Betty Davis. She commented last week on our live, and she was randomly chosen, won this paper. Betty, please email me at sassypapercrafts@gmail.com to claim your prize. I'm going to try to comment. I don't know if you're going to see it, though. So if you're watching this, email me, sassypapercrafts@gmail. So our card. Oh, if you would like to win something, I am having a catalog launch party for this little guy here, Celebration, and the new spring mini, the January to April mini catalog over in the VIP group. The link for the VIP group is in the description of this video. Now, if you are a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator not on my team, I ask that you just follow my public pages. The VIP group is for non-demonstrators and for just fans of Sassy Paper Crafts. So join that. The party is Thursday, January 5th at 7 p.m. We're going to have all kinds of prizes and all kinds of fun. So let's get into our card. So today, like I said, I'm redoing a card I already did. We're going to be using the Happiness Abounds bundle. So this is a photopolymer stamp set with 15 gorgeous stamps and the Blossoming Happiness dies. Let me show you these beautiful dies. So now there are dies in here that coordinate with the flower images. There are also these cool border pieces. This one looks like a spiral notebook. And then there's this really cool one, which I do love and have not used it enough. I need to use it more. The leaves in there look like little hearts. I love it. So we're going to be using just one die here, or two actually. We're going to be using the one for the rose and the leaves. So I'm going to get that out. And we're going to be doing a different color on this. So, and I made another one because I love this card so much. So I'm going to have 3 of these. But this is the same thing, but you could see the paper is slightly different. So it's the same color palette, but the paper is just different. Today, we're going to be making a completely different color. We're going to be going with, because I love football and Michigan plays in the Fiesta Bowl tomorrow. So we're going to be going with Night of Navy and Daffodil Delight because go blue. So let's do this card. So the measurements, I will just kind of call them out as I'm going. My card base here is 11 by 4 1/4. It is scored at 5 1/2 and then again at 2 3/4. Sorry, I can't even read my own writing. So let's fold our card base first. It's really easy. So 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. So we're just going to fold it like you would a normal card base. So there's your normal card base. All we're going to do is fold that back. And that's it. That's our card base. I'm going to take my bone folder though, and I am going to burnish these edges just so it kind of lays a little bit flatter. Now I went ahead already and die cut the middle scalloped die from the Scallop Contours dies. If you've watched any of my videos ever, I use these all the time. Scallop Contour dies are my favorite. So I've cut one of those, and I have a piece of the Daffodil Delight to go behind it. I don't think that's the right one though. The details too, I didn't write down all these measurements. So for measurements, the blog post that's listed in the description of this video will take you to this card here, and that has all the measurements on it. So sorry about that. I thought I wrote them all down. I did. I just wrote the base down. But yeah, so this one layers perfectly. So we're going to stamp on this guy. I also have a scrap piece of basic white. That's not it though, that's for my inside. I need a scrap piece of basic white to stamp on. Here's one. I have a scrap piece here of basic white to stamp on. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this rose out and this leaf. So I have this rose here and this leaf. And I don't know if I want to do a different sentiment. I did do the wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. I might do best wishes or happy birthday. Happy birthday is kind of long. I like you are wonderful and everyone. Let's do that one. So I'm going to grab a couple of blocks. I have a B block, a C block, and oh, let's grab a D block too. My flower on the D block, my leaves on the B, and my words on the C. Is that going to fit? Yep, it fits. Perfect. So now I'm going to grab some Night of Navy ink and also my Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad because we are going to be coloring a little bit with blends. If you are not familiar with blends, they are alcohol markers. They are fantastic. I love them. Coloring is very relaxing to me. So I'm just inking this up in the Tuxedo Black. I'm going to stamp right there. And we're done with this one because I think I'm going to pull some Granny Apple Green. This is completely optional, but I'm going to pull some Granny Apple Green for my leaves. I just like how that looks. The green ink and the green alcohol marker. Just ink that one up. And then we'll use the Night of Navy for the, oh, I forgot a stamp because I want to do the inside of this card. So I'm going to get my sentiment going first, then we'll do the inside. And maybe we'll put happy birthday on the inside. I'm going to put this one down lower too, I think. That way my flower can go up higher. So I'm going to grab happy birthday out of here. And then this little bunch of flowers here, this guy. I'll grab some more blocks. Grab another D block and an H block. I highly recommend the clear block bundle because that's what I have. I actually have an extra D block because I use it so much. So here is our inside. So we'll go ahead and stamp our happy birthday. Ink that up. And I'm lining it up with my grid paper just so I can get it as center as possible because I want it kind of in the middle. I want this, I'm going to show you. I want this here to cover it. So I don't want to go up too high because when you close it, you'll be able to see it. Perfect. And then we'll grab our flowers. And I'm going to stamp the left corner of it because if you do the right corner, you can do that if you want. I just don't want it to poke through when the card is closed. I think I have a hair on my block. And I just went off the edge ever so slightly. And that's it. So now we're going to quickly clean up our stamps because I'll put my finger in them and then I'll mess up the card. So I have my Stampin' Scrub, my Stampin' Mist, couple of sprays, the wet side, the dry side, and they're clean. That's literally it. So easy to clean stamps. And I like to put things away as I'm done with them. Otherwise, I lose them. And that's just sad. You don't ever want to lose a stamp. That is sad, sad, sad. So now we're going to put our stamps away. And then we can do the teeniest bit of coloring and die cutting. And I'm telling you guys, if you have not used the blends yet, oh, they're so good. So good. I've never used like Copics or anything like that. I wouldn't want to though. I'm spoiled by these things. I hear people say they're similar. I've never used the Copics, so I have no idea, but these are awesome. So I have the Balmy Blue combo pack, and they all come in a combo pack when you purchase this. So there's a light Balmy Blue and a dark. And then I just have the light Granny Apple Green. This also comes with a dark, but just for the leaves, I'm going to use the light, and I'm going to use the fine tip. And there's another end, and it's got a brush on it, but it's a little bit chunky, and I don't want to like get too far outside the line. So I'm just going to color with this end. And I have a hard time talking and coloring. I don't know why that is. Oh, beautiful. And coloring is so super relaxing for me. I consider it a form of self-care. If I'm having a bad day, I will just come in here, stamp a random image and color it because it's so relaxing and calming. All right, so now we're going to color our rose. And I know, right, how many times have you seen a blue rose? But I like the idea of it. And I didn't want to do Night of Navy because it's just so dark. So I wanted a nice bright blue rose. So I'm going in with the light balmy blue. And I'm just kind of doing the outline. I'm going to do pretty much the whole thing. I'm not really worried on if I fill in all of the white because we're going to go over it again. I just kind of want to get the edges as best I can. And then I'm going to let that dry for just like a second. It does not take long. These are alcohol-based markers, so they evaporate, they dry pretty quickly. That's why you always have to make sure your caps click too, because if you leave it, if you set it on like that and it's not clicked, it will dry out. So now I have the dark one, and I'm just going to kind of go into the center and get some of these petals, kind of like where I think shading would be. I don't know. I'm not really like an artist, so I don't know the correct terms, but I know I like color and I know what I think looks pretty. I go in there and fill in some of this white. And then don't worry about like the sploochiness of that, see, technical terms, right? We're gonna fill or blend that in with the white. So see, that's why they're blends, because they blend together. And don't think too that you can't blend two different colors, because oh yes, you definitely can. I've done it. I need to do it more. I don't do it quite enough. I'm a very matchy type of person, so I tend to only use the colors that they come with, like the light and dark together, but you definitely can mix and match with the colors. All right, that one looks good. So now I have my dies out. Grab the wrong die or the wrong stamp. No, I think it's the right stamp. It's the wrong die. It's this die. Yep. And we're going to grab the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And did I not show the other? Oh, there isn't a. I'm thinking of the Wash and Beauty Suite. Never mind, just kidding. All right, so I have my mini machine, my cutting plate number 1, my very scuffed up cutting plate number 3. Then we will put our cards. Oh, good, it fits. I was worried it wasn't going to fit. Put our cardstock in. Actually, I am going to trim this down just a fuzz, because it's just big enough. So I want it there. That's better. And then put our die on. And if you're worried about it, you know, sliding around or doing what dies do, you could always take a Post-it note or a piece of washi tape or something like that to make sure they don't move. I'm going to live on the edge today and just hope, see, it moved. And just hope they don't move, but it moved right before I even put the plate down. And if I can't get it this time, I'll take a Post-it note and go over it. That should be fine. All right, and I'm just going to run that through. And cracking and all that, that's completely normal. You're not breaking the machine. So now we have our flower and our leaves. Go ahead and put my mini machine away. And then we can just put the card together. So I have my base, and that's what those panels are for. I was like, what are these panels for? They're for this side here and the inside. So this is the paper we're going with, which it's got that beautiful Night of Navy in there and some of that Melon Mambo and Daffodil Delight Balmy Blue. So it coordinates beautifully. I'm just going to grab my Stampin' Seal. I want to move that because that goes to this piece. Just going to run my seal along the back. I don't know which one I want for the front. I think I want this one because it has that pink on there. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Oops. Yeah, I think I want that one on there. So we're going to put this one with the pink, the Melon Mambo, on the front. And again, all the measurements are in the blog post that's linked in this video. And that's not going to be this card, so don't get like, oh, what? It's a different card, but it's the same measurements. Everything is the same. And then I have a piece of Daffodil Delight that we're going to put our inside piece on. I believe that is just 5 1/4 by 4. This white piece is 5 by 3 3/4. I know those off the top of my head because just standard paper sizes. The inside of our card is done now. I'm going to take our scallop contour and put it on our piece of Daffodil Delight. And then we can get some dimensional. Oh, I don't want to do dimensionals. I'll do seal. And now you want to be careful. Don't go over too far because this part is going to be sticking out. So I only did the left side and I did 2 little strips. And I want to make sure I'm covering my inside words. And I'm kind of lining it up with this edge here. And that's it for that. And now we just have to add our flower and a couple of little embellishments. So I have some mini glue dots here. I'm just going to take my leaf and flip it over, stick it to a mini glue dot. You can also use liquid glue, whatever you have. I did use the wrong flower, but that's okay. This one is just as pretty. And we're going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to have to move that one. I got it. Yeah, that's too close to the edge. Peel that up. There. I used the wrong rose. It's okay. I'm just going to pop that right on there. And then, oh, where did I put it? There we are. I have some of the glossy dots assortments. Now, this technically is Pool Party, but it looks like Balmy Blue. We're going to use that one. It looks the same to me. So I'm going to put one up there. It's kind of random. Oh, I can get it off of the thing. Sometimes they are stuck. I'll take and put this on here. No, there. We'll put it here. Perfect. And that is our project for today. So let me grab the other 2 so you can see them. So they're all the same, but all a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel. You will see new videos from me every Monday, and I go live here on Fridays. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's Eve weekend. I will see you all in 2023. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.